guys, welcome to Xbox On. So today we are here with Joe and Bryce from Capcom Vancouver. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so we are going to be doing something very exciting. You are going to be showing me some exclusive footage of Dead Rising 4. So what are you going to be showing us today?
We're showing you the very end of the game, funny enough.
We're not going to tell you how it totally ends.
Yeah.
So what's led us up to where we are now?
Well, this is Frank, Vic, and Brad escaping Willamette. So this is them trying to make it out and make it to a rescue helicopter.
Okay.
Yep.
So we totally wrecked it that Frank and Vic and Brad make it towards you.
I know.
We don't.
But something
show
horrible happens right after when we stop recording with you.
That you need to play to find
exactly,
out.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's one of the main differences in 4 compared to the first 3?
Well, I think we tried to focus on a bunch of things that were really the core of the game, right? So, I mean, killing zombies has always been the core of the game. We have way more zombies on the screen than we've ever had before.
Yeah.
Like there's literally thousands of zombies running around.
Okay.
And we really upped the ante with the kind of zombies that you're going to be taking on. You'll see some of them as we play through this.
Amazing.
But the horde is massive. So here we have, as Bryce is playing right now, and with this horde just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming.
Amazing.
And so new physics, bodies flying all over the part. We have this new kind of dismemberment technology, which sounds super creepy, but just like chunks everywhere.
Yeah, cool. So do you have a favorite weapon of choice?
Well, it's Dead Rising, right? So a big thing about our series is everything's a weapon.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that's still part of the game. So you can pick up useless things and also really effective things. So I have a turntable here right now that I'll go and take care of a couple of zombies with.
Amazing.
Yeah. Because of course, that's what I'm going to be using in a zombie apocalypse.
You know, we sit around at work and say, if zombies came flooding through here, what would we grab? And you look around, you always look around for the heaviest stuff, right? It's like glass of water, not so good. You know, like, that wouldn't hurt, right? But you look for something like that speaker would be great because it weighs a ton, right? So we always try to figure that kind of stuff out.
Okay, yeah. I guess a turntable's going to pack a punch when it's
I would.
smashing against your brain.
Yeah, totally. You can see on the screen that we've got the Y and B combo. As Bryce gets more kill counter up, then you can actually do kind of a finishing move.
Let's get into this crowd. Let's see if I can. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, he's half the man he used to be. That is the first time I've used that line.
Good
You were
for
waiting
you.
for that moment, weren't you?
I've been
Like,
sitting on that line for about 2 years.
In terms of zombies, what's your inspiration? Like, do you have a favorite?
Well, for this game, we really wanted to push the boundaries of what zombies were, and we have 3 zombie types in the game. So we have a regular horde that's been in our past games, slow-moving, Walking Dead style. But then we added the fresh infected into this game, or we call them the freshies. Yes. And they're newly infected. They're very much 28 days later, World War Z type zombies. We've added the evolved zombies, the EVOs.
Okay.
And it's a new virus. The virus has mutated. Zombrex doesn't work in our game anymore. And the actual infection can bond with its host now and create thinking zombies.
Oh, no.
Because we really want to keep this series fresh and different. And these zombies can think. They work in teams. They work in packs. They're not brainless anymore. And to us, that's pretty darn scary.
Yeah.
We feel it's important to keep evolving the franchise as we go along because, if you keep just making the same thing year after year after year, people get tired of it after a while, right? So we have to add new challenges and have to add new zombie types and these are just some of the things we've done with zombies. There's way more stuff that we've added in terms of new kind of characters and people you have to deal with in the game. Way better than we've ever done before.
But I'm loving this bit. This onslaught of zombies.
Yeah.
It's never ending.
No, and that's a big part of Dead Rising.
Yeah.
We want you to feel overwhelmed all the time. We've really pushed the boundaries. Like Joe said, we have thousands of zombies on the screen at some times, and we've had a lot of people ask how many exactly.
Yeah.
And it really depends on where you're looking, so it's really hard for us to give you a proper count, but it is ridiculous numbers.
So that's a special move you're doing right now.
Yep, I built up my hit counter.
Yeah.
Once I get it up to the proper level, there you go.
And in true Dead Rising form, if you look on the screen right now, we've been playing this build for a little while, so Bryce has now killed 30,000 zombies since we got this actual build on the kit. But of course, he's armed with some dinner plates, and a axe and shield and a machine gun, because of course dinner plates are key to, you know how many people are coming for dinner, so you got to throw
You see how many you're going to need with all these zombies?
Exactly.
I mean, it's a
and
nightmare.
they keep coming and coming and coming.
So the section that you're showing now has a timer.
Yes, this is the only part of the game with a timer. We removed the timer from the game because we put way more into the town of Willamette than we ever had before. From Dead Rising 3 to Dead Rising 4, we feel like we've tripled the size of the play area, even though the footprint's the same. There's more places to explore, there's more places to go. So we really wanted to allow our players to explore this world and experience our world. One of my favorite parts about this is when you go into the shops or you go into people's apartments, they have stories. And you get to find out what happened to them in the outbreak and stuff. And there happens to be one apartment, if you look really hard, it happens to be my apartment.
No
Yes.
That's
It's
so
a little
cool.
bit of a love story gone wrong. But yeah, it's fine. And I might come back a little later in the game and find you.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, you will find. Yeah, there may or may not be someone who looks exactly like Bryce in the game. Yes. Yeah, we're cheap labor. So right now, Bryce is heading over to Ye Old Christmas Tree Farm.
Amazing. Okay, this is getting me in the spirit for Christmas, but
Yeah.
maybe the fire and the death,
Yeah,
not
you
so
won't be
much.
feeling too festive though shortly.
Right now, we're going to be looking at one of our maniacs,
Maniacs,
which is
right.
Christmas themed one right now. So like Joe was saying, in the original Dead Rising series, we're trying to go back a bit to our roots. The original psychos were real people in the world. But with Dead Rising 2 and 3, sorry, these elves, they're just problems.
They're feisty.
Yes, they are. We really went to town on what those characters were, psychopaths. That's why we wanted to take a step back. We still wanted to keep them in the game. We call them maniacs now, and we're really focusing on the main story with real people in real situations and how they would actually act. So right now I'm fighting some evil elves. Of course, they're attacking me with Christmas toys and a fireplace poker as well.
This is an unfair match. One of them's got a toy gun and you have a hatchet.
Yeah, and plus he's leveled up too, right? So one of the things about the game is Frank levels up throughout the game, right?
Right.
So this is not actually a fair fight.
This is brutal, is what this is.
And I like to point out that these are not actual elves. They are actually just, smaller people that are bad.
So one of the bonuses of actually going and finding these guys in the world is it'll give you an opportunity to play with some of our combo weapons before you may have the blueprint.
Ah, so what kind of combo weapons are we using?
Tons of
Yeah.
combo weapons.
Yeah.
And very few returning stars from before. It's almost all new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to combo the classic car with a snowmobile.
Ah, wow, that's
And
amazing.
now he's got the Cryonic Commando.
That is cool. That is very cool.
Which is kind of fantastic because it does all kinds of crazy stuff. It freezes guys, it shoots snowballs. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, this looks like just so much fun. That's brilliant. What would you say your favorite combo weapon is then?
There's a couple of them. There's the Gandalf, not the Gandalf.
That's a Gandalf.
Which is this is a big oak staff, and Frank gets that, and he wields it like a staff, like you would.
Yeah.
And he shoots garden gnomes off the end of it, and they scream as they come flying off, and they blow up when they hit something. And then
Brilliant.
if you power up enough,
Yeah.
then you just do "You shall not pass."
I was about to
Boom,
say.
you do the move, and he does that with the staff. And an army of gnomes appears out of nowhere, and they march after the zombies, and then they hit them, they all explode.
That
it's
is
like-
great. Your little hobbits.
I know,
doing
it's like,
your-
who came up with this stuff, right?
Well, I'm going to get some vodka right now. I'm
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
thirsty.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
look, there's some rum here. Of course, gotta get some of
yeah.
that.
Wow, you're like one ingredient short of a Long Island iced tea.
Get messed up.
And if you look on the screen, you can see all those little green crosses there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our new system for health. Because when you're fighting a ton of zombies, the last thing you want to do is like, okay, we look at my inventory and find the burger and eat burger. You just hit tap down on the D-pad, which lets you still have to see the eat animation.
Yeah.
But it just gets you quicker to do that, and not have to mess around trying to find your stuff.
So does the alcohol heal or?
Yes, it does.
It makes you better looking.
Yes. Or at least think you're better.
Then you can
looking.
dance
Yeah.
better, and yeah.
So I'll show you the comboing. So this is our quick combo. If you have something in your inventory and there's something on the ground, you can just hold B and automatically combo that. Or if you just hold up on the D-pad, you also get choices in what you want to combo as well. So you can decide what you want to do while you're making it. So, hey, here's a fan favorite. We brought back the sledge saw, so let me make that really quick.
So now there's a couple of Evos now that have come in there. Now this guy, you can see the icons on the screen. There's a couple of guys off screen. And they'll jump up as well. So they'll go up on the gangway and stay out of your way and out of your range while they actually heal again.
Oh man. So yeah, these are clever. Like, it's not just a case of brainless waves of slashing through them. It's a lot more complicated than
when
that.
the team was putting together the plan for the zombies, they wanted to make sure that they had like lots of the cows like these guys just to mow through.
Yeah.
I think it's boring after a while, right? You've got to have some challenges.
Yeah.
And that's why we've added everything from the Evos to the Fresh to the Maniacs to the NPCs, good and bad survivors, and we have all these different things that are happening all throughout the world. Now, Bryce is going to show us a little bit about how we use the camera throughout the game.
Yep, so here, this is the very first investigation in the game. So Vic's here with you. She's Frank's protege. She is new school journalism where he's old school journalism. She's the type of person that will go around, use her phone, tweet, like instant reporting. Whereas Frank is film, camera, that sort of stuff. And a part of their story and their journey is Frank coming into modern times, learning that he has to adapt and has to get better. And one of the things is his camera that Vic has given him.
Ooh,
so this camera allows you to find clues in the game, and that's how we progress our story. So as you go around, you can see it's giving me some feedback that there's a clue over here. I take my quick and nice little picture of that.
probably not a disco ball.
Yes. There's some squirming.
So this is the night vision. We have dark areas where we've hidden some great stuff. You got to use your night vision to find that. So let's get out here.
And the game really it really encourages exploration. You know, working with our partners at Microsoft, they have this really great service where they have everybody.
There we go. A little bit of better lighting.
You can change your expression to the cheesy blue
there
steel.
We go.
Yeah,
that's a nice one.
That's a pretty man. Rank D. Do you get ranked?
You rank it, and if there's stuff behind you, the ranking is better, right? Because if there's stuff behind you.
Yeah.
And you can do something. I don't know. We're going to show it today, but it's called a stealthy, where you sneak up on the bad guy. And you hit the button, and you grab the guy, and you pull his head up, and you take a selfie, and then you snap his head and knock him down, kind of thing. Right? So it's great for zombies that are roaming around.
That's stealthy.
That's stealthy, yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up on this guy here, and to pull off the stealthy, gotta be in photography mode. Sneak up on a guy, and then there you go.
That is brilliant.
And good night, Irene.
Okay, Joe, Bryce, thank you so much for joining me today and showing us some awesome Dead Rising 4. I'm super excited to play it. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. December 6th, play it and buy it.
December 6th. So thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't pressed that subscribe button yet, make sure you do, and I will see you next time. Bye.